Hello there guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well, hope you're all having a good week. Today's video is just an update regarding the managerial situation at Spurs. As all of you know, Jose Mourinho lost his job after 17 months in charge last Monday. Ryan Mason's been given it until the end of the season, but I think that, he's not going to get that job on a full-time basis, and there has been some speculation as to who is going to get the job. Now, obviously, with Spurs, it is a relatively big job in English football, so it's going to be attracting some big names. I just wanted to go through kind of what I've been following over the last week or so since, last made the video about Mourinho being sacked and stuff like that, and give you a little update as to what's been going on with a couple of names. So obviously the first name that was linked, I made a video about it the other week, was Sarri, who's the ex-Chelsea manager. He was at Juventus and Napoli as well. Obviously, since leaving Juventus at the end of last season, he's not been in a job, and there was talk that he, was going to be invited for talks with Daniel Levy at some point in the next couple of weeks. Now there has been, some speculation that Levy wants to get a manager in, but he wants to announce next season's manager before the end of this season, which gives him a little over 3 weeks. So, he's got plenty of time. Obviously, with Mason there already, he'll keep it going along steadily. But obviously, kind of medium to long-term planning, he wants to get someone in there. So with Maurizio Sarri, like I say, a couple of people have reported that Levy A rated him and B wanted to get him in for a couple of talks at, Spurs Lodge. But it does seem like Maurizio Sarri has now got a job in Italy. There's a lot of reports coming out of Italy that he is about to be offered the Roma job to replace Paulo Fonseca in Serie A, in obviously the Italian capital. So if that's true, that takes Maurizio Sarri out of the equation. Am I happy about that? Am I cross about that? Well, I think that with Sarri, he would have been the third ex-Chelsea manager to take the job within, 15 years. So, obviously you don't really want to make a thing of appointing ex-Chelsea managers given the rivalry, and, they've not been, obviously Mourinho was hugely successful there, but, you don't want to make a thing of getting other people's reject managers, really, especially if you're a rival club, do you? So I think that most fans will be happy that Sarri isn't happening. Moving on, obviously there was Brendan Rodgers, but there has been a lot of talk that Brendan Rodgers, A, will be too expensive to get out of Leicester, B, he doesn't want to join, especially, he's probably going to get them in the top 4 this season, which means he'll qualify for the Champions League, and he's in an FA Cup final with them, and, he's bringing through a lot of young English players. He's really, apparently he wants to get them competing for trophies on a regular basis, so there's no way that we're going to be able to tempt him out of there. To be honest, I kind of understand that, because I think going from Leicester to Tottenham at the moment is a step sideways rather than a step up for Brendan Rodgers. Obviously, the financial side of it as well, could we afford the 15-20 million it would take to get Brendan out of there, after just paying Mourinho off 16, 17, 18 million? That's something which, is also to be speculated about, but it doesn't look like Brendan Rodgers is going to happen. 2 more to go. The other one I wanted to talk about, who is very interesting, is Jesse Marsh. Now, Jesse Marsh is an American manager who has been part of the Red Bull management group across all their clubs for a number of years now. He's currently at Red Bull Salzburg, and he joined there from from New York Red Bulls, which is obviously, another one of the clubs that the Red Bull kind of soccer group own. Now, he was very, very closely linked with it. Apparently, Levy even offered him the job, which is according to, a couple of Bundesliga and, kind of like European football experts. But he has recently been announced as the RB Leipzig manager. So he's going from RB Salzburg to RB Leipzig. He's obviously taking that step up within, like I say, the RB hierarchy of management. He's a very, very highly rated manager. He plays some really, really good attacking football. But unfortunately, he seems to have chosen RB Leipzig over Spurs if he has been offered the job and then rumours are true. So, that's another one to cross off the list. And that's that's something that come, out of nowhere, really. No one really mentioned Jesse Marsh at any point, during the rumours or anything like that. Another Bundesliga manager that was linked with it is a guy called Oliver Glasner, who is currently at Wolfsburg. He has been linked with it as well, but there doesn't seem to be any sort of concrete plans to, even interview him at the moment. So that's another one off the list with Jesse Marsh. So, it does seem to be, sort of edging towards, plan B, plan C, plan D, maybe. I'm not too sure, which is a bit of a weird one. So the last manager that I just wanted to talk about, and the one which rumour really is gathering pace about this one, it looks quite likely that we're at least going to hold talks with him, is Ajax's manager Erik ten Hag. Now, he's a Dutchman. He's been in the Dutch footballing management system for quite a while now. He's managed a few clubs, but at Ajax is where he's really kind of kicked his managerial career up a gear. Obviously, we played them in the Champions League semi-finals a few years ago. He has done a brilliant job at Ajax. Obviously, to be a manager at Ajax, you need to tick a number of boxes. You need to believe in youth, promote youth, which aligns closely with Spurs' philosophy, especially under Pochettino, with the way that he did things. Look to the academy, see if there's a player there which you can develop before dipping into the transfer market. He's done that time and time again. I mean, he's brought through some of the best, Dutch players of the last 20, 30 years in players like Frankie de Jong and Matthijs de Ligt, who he's sold on for, I think it's 150 million quid between them. So he's got that track record of promoting youth. He obviously plays really good technical, quick attacking football. Now, obviously, you need to put that in context a little bit. Obviously, the Dutch league is nowhere near the Premier League standard. But still, in order to get a team to adhere to his philosophy, he's doing that really well. They're playing really good football. Obviously, they're going to win the league again this season. And, a lot of people are talking that Spurs are actually about to interview him. He seems open for the challenge. He's been linked with a Borussia Mönchengladbach job as well. But personally, I would love to see him, at the club. I said a couple of weeks ago that I'd be up for, Erik ten Hag getting a job. I think it's not a huge step up for him in regards to stature of club. If anything, I'd say that Ajax are probably a bigger club than Spurs, given their given their past European success and their fan base and their European heritage and history. I think it would just be, a really good gamble for Daniel Levy to take. Like I say, Spurs are Spurs are a club that pride themselves on promoting youth and bringing through local, young guys into the first team. Harry Winks, Harry Kane, Andros Townsend, all these kind of guys in the future, in the past, which we have done. And I think Erik ten Hag would be a great fit for that. He wouldn't want huge wages, especially not Mourinho £15 million a year wages. He's got experience in Europe. I just think that he would be a really good choice. So, like I say, that's where we stand at the moment. As it stands, it looks like, well, obviously Jesse Marsh is out of the running. Brendan Rodgers is probably out of the running. Maurizio Sarri is about to take the Roma job. So all of the people that we're being linked with are slowly ruling themselves out of the running. The only two that I'm seeing more and more talk of is obviously Erik ten Hag, which I've just spoken about, and Gareth Southgate, the England national team manager. Now, I'm not sure if the FA are going to be, entertaining the fact, the reality of letting Gareth Southgate go out of his international team contract. Obviously, you've got the Euros in the summer, so he's going to be fully focused on that. I don't see how Levy is even going to be able to initiate talks with him. So, yeah, Erik ten Hag and Gareth Southgate. If I was to have the choice, I'd go for Erik ten Hag without a doubt. I think that the style of football and the philosophy that he believes in is much closely aligned with Spurs than Gareth Southgate's with the 3-5-2 and that sort of stuff that Gareth Southgate plays. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Obviously, I will keep you updated across my social media regarding the Spurs managerial hunt, but it's quite funny how it twists and turns, how names, there's probably names that Levy's considering in the background that we've never even thought of before. So you just don't know, but it definitely does look like Erik ten Hag has been approached. Whether he's going to get the offer of employment from Spurs or not, I'm not too sure. But all I can say is watch his space, and obviously we'll see how it goes. So until next time, let me know your thoughts. Who'd be your managerial choice to take the hot seat at White Hart Lane? I know it's not called White Hart Lane, but that's what the Spurs fans refer it to, isn't it? So, yeah, until next time, guys. Obviously, follow me on my social media. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more Spurs-related and general football-related content. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good week. Take care. See you later. Bye.